Okay, this is the water heater video. We don't have a water heater manual here. The thermostat is at it. We've got a tankless water heater. We've got the plastic exhaust. This tells us that this is a high efficiency water heater, meaning that it is a low energy, high efficiency. We take the heat and we put it into the water. The heat that we paid for, we put it into the water. And so when we do that, we have a byproduct called condensate, which is very acidic. And it's supposed to come out of a loop, come to a loop, and it's supposed to have an air vacuum breaker before it goes outside or into the drain. And if it goes outside or into the drain, you might want to think about having a neutralizing filter. All these are going to be links. There's going to be a lot of links in this. This is going to be a very dense section of your inspection report. Is going to be the water heater. So we're going to have water heaters about the condensate that's supposed to come down. Now this is our pressure relief valve. It's supposed to have a vacuum breaker in the same room as the water heater. And it goes outside and it discharges properly, but it's supposed to have a vacuum breaker in the same room, same as the room. And it's not supposed to have more than 5 90-degree bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, I can see. You go in the wall going down, that's 5. Then you got to go back outside, that's 6. Then you got to go back down, that's 7. It's mathematically probable that this has a minimum of 6 90-degree bends. There might be some other configurations in it that I can't see, so I got to work with that. Okay, we do not have a safety tray. Oh well, some water heaters don't require safety trays. Well, you know what? Let's just check with the manual and see what they have to say about the safety tray. But sometimes the safety tray is the cheapest, most economical way to reach your desired goal. So why not? If it's the cheapest, easiest way to do it, put a safety tray in, then it takes care of your 5 bends, it takes care of your air vacuum breaker, it takes care of your air vacuum breaker for this. All these things are taken care of with just one tray. And it wouldn't hurt to have a safety tray in the garage. And we do not have a bollard right here to protect it from vehicular damage. Oh, well, the water heater's high enough, you know, we don't have to worry about it. We can just drive right under it, right into the wall right there. If we get that close, we've already got other problems. I get all that. I guess we'll get that this is the gas piping. This is the gas piping that's in front of it. I think your car could hit that. So it's supposed to have a bollard. I don't see very many in North Texas. That's true. But just because I don't see very many doesn't mean that it's not something that you would want, need, or should have. It doesn't mean those things. Let me come on over here and see there's our gas piping. See that little red tape right there? It looks unmolested to me. What do you mean unmolested, bud? Well, what I mean is that these water heaters are calibrated for residential gas pressure. They're kind of like preset spark plugs. But if you read the manufacturer's installation instructions, and I'm going to have a copy of a Renee, I believe it's a Renee, but anyway, I'm going to have some instructions baked into your report. But they think that it should be mic'd in with a manometer, okay, so that it runs even more efficient. This is a sports car. This is a Lamborghini. This isn't a little Ford, all right? And it takes, you know, for the Lamborghini to perform as it would, for your Renee tankless water heater to perform as it should, giving you the hot water when you want it, the amount of hot water that you want, lasting as long as you want. It's going to take a certain amount of maintenance. You're probably going to want to have the manometer adjusted on the gas. I don't know. It still makes hot water. I mean, you can just bolt it up and run, but the instructions say adjust it. That's what the instructions say. And then we come over here, this little screen needs to be cleaned once a year. Now that's on you, dear client. That's on you. But that's the difference between having a 5 or 7 year water heater and having a 10 or a 15 year water heater. I don't know, but if you don't clean that screen, it's like not changing the oil or air filter in your car. You know, if you want to replace one every 7 years, you think that's high energy, that high efficiency is saving you money? It won't be. You won't get a return on your investment because it didn't last long enough. So what do we learn here? We learned that we've got negative pitch on our exhaust. We learned that we do not have, I didn't mention that before, but we do have some negative pitch on our exhaust right there. We learned that our condensate drain line has not been hooked up with all of its requirements. We learned that our gas has not been adjusted. We learned that we do not have an air vacuum breaker for our pressure relief valve. We learned that our pressure relief valve has more than 5 bends in it. We learned that we do not have a safety tray and we do not have a bullard. We learned these